Good morning. This is Connor from 0DTE Traders here to present our market minute for January 8th, 2024. It is 11 o'clock and the SPX is trading higher, up 0.5% to 47.21. It is definitely bullish out here this morning. We got the dollar index down 0.3%. Treasury yields also moving lower in tandem. Helping out the growth and mega caps here, which most certainly took a beating last week. So green across the board with the exception of Tesla, which is more or less flat. Nvidia leading on the upside of 5% and Apple bouncing back up 1.3%. VIX is green, although it has contracted about 4 or 5% from its pre-market high, which we deem as a bullish indication. Next, we want to see a green to red move in terms of volatility. Now, turning to the SPX, 4-hour trend is bullish, 1-hour trend is bearish. We are technically a negative gamma, total market gamma negative 240 million, and we are in the buy the dip regime. Now, this regime, whether it's buy the dip, sell the rip, is determined based on where price is trading in relation to our flip level, which sits at 47.05. Now, the fact that we opened slightly below it, but we were quick to reclaim it. We back tested it. We were buyers right at the open off that 47.05 handle, going long. Now, since then, we've taken profits at 47.25, which is the resistance level, and a point of strong resistance, right, of strong supply. We've clearly seen the market struggle with this zone over the past few trading sessions. Now, if bulls can manage to reclaim 47.25, we got the implied high at 47.35, gap zone also in there with a fill to 47.42, and then the next major resistance zone, 47.50, 47.55. Now, let's say we do break back below the flip. I don't foresee that happening today, although things can most certainly turn around. We have 4,700 as support. Now, the gamma is fairly balanced here, so it is more prone to oscillations opposed to being respected as support or resistance. So when the gamma is usually fairly balanced at a strike, we typically recommend to our traders to be a little bit more flexible in your position management to ensure you don't get shaken out of the position. Now, below 4,700, there's some micro support, but the major level we're looking at is the SPY put wall at 46.65. So just turning to the SPY, this is, it's the SPY put wall, right? So very significant in terms of negative gamma, but it is also the non-farms low. Now, we haven't tested it in the cash market. Maybe we test it some point this week. However, major support level on the downside, where we would look for a positive reaction. However, a break of the put wall is a bearish indication. What is the implied move today? It is 0.8%. We got implied high 47.35 and the implied low at 46.59. So technically within the implied move, although given market internals here, it looks unlikely we're going to see a sharp move on the downside. If growth mega caps continue to hold up, it's likely going to limit downside potential. Briefly, I'm going to discuss our flip level for those who are not members, because I have been mentioning this in the market minutes. And this is essentially our transitional strike. If we're above the flip, we view it as bullish, below the flip, bearish. And it gives us a lot of indication on market direction and what type of setups we should be favoring. So if we are trading above the flip, it is said the bulls are in control, and we want to look at buying dips. And we got a process on how to time these, but the point is we ideally want to be favoring the upside, as that is the path of least resistance. Now, you'll eventually get to a point where you'll break the flip, and it's generally broken with some decent velocity. And when the SPX starts to trade below the flip, we have a downside bias. The path of least resistance is down. And instead of buying dips, we're transitioning to selling rips. And again, we got a process for timing those, which works out very well. Now, today, bulls are reclaiming the flip. As of right now, we're trading above it. So perhaps we're going to see a bit of a regime change. Bulls reassert themselves. Although things are fairly neutral, we don't have confirmation that this is going to hold. As mentioned, we did buy it this morning. So we're looking for ideally some upside continuation here, or for at least a close above that 47.05 handle. All right, guys, if you're not a member and you're interested in learning more, you can visit our website at 0DTEtraders.com. Best of luck out there today.